What's happening, Captains? Welcome back to another episode of this A&J show where I'm your host, Dark Jose, with my co-host, Life is Jay, and we back bringing you another review, as you can see, for Transformers Rise of the Beast. And like I said, I got to say spoiler warning, just in case y'all ain't watched it, but if you want to hear a recap or know what we thought about it, and you hear, or if you want to go watch it and then come back, and then you could recap with us and then, put it in the comments, all that shit. So, as always, we got to start with the dislikes, and I will tell y'all, I did it right in it.
The first time I had,
and I've watched this movie 2 times. I started again today, but I didn't get through. I didn't get through all of it, but yeah. So now I have to try to think of something.
The only thing I can really dislike is the fact that they didn't do this sooner.
Wait,
yo,
you saying that they didn't kick Michael Bay ass to the side sooner? Is that what you saying?
The fact that they, like, the last ones was kind of like,
how many is it?
It's been like 4.
I can't even remember the names. I'm trying to think.
If you don't count Bumblebee,
right, because he had this little side series kind of.
Yeah, he had his own movie.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 and then Bumblebee.
Was it B? Was it 4?
No, I can't remember.
It was more than 3.
The last one I think I remember seeing is with Mark Wahlberg, and he saved Optimus with the sword.
Yeah, bro, they had 5.
Oh.
Transformer, Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Age of Redemption.
Those 2 were really good. Yeah.
And The Last Night, and when kind of went dark.
Got you. Okay. So no, I still think,
because it felt like it was a prequel at first, and I was like, no, this is kind of a continuation of. But then you had to look at the time difference. Like, this was a 19 fucking.
And they do mention at that one point, Bumblebee is saying, when they first meet Noah, and then Optimus what the fuck, you want to trust the human? And Bumblebee is he's like, yeah, B, I know you have good times with humans, but. So I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. I'm like, okay. So they're mentioning that.
It was like 1984. I was like, this is a prequel. Like, the military wasn't like that back in goddamn the first one. The first one was like 2000s. I was like, the timing is.
And then they would advance with the Transformers at some point, but yeah. So this little, I heard prequel reboot type thing.
They made it a reboot, but still had a title it was continuation of the last one. So maybe this was a prequel because you're dealing with the primal bots and shit. And I was like, it felt like a prequel, and I was wait, this is. I don't know. I just didn't know the timeline of where this sit in. Is it part of the series, or?
But it's not Michael Bay, so I would say it is his own. Yeah, it's his own thing there.
And this was a start of a new era. This was a hell of a start.
Yeah, I agree. I was gonna say that this movie is kind of if you put all those other movies together. In one, we meet Terracons, we meet the Maximals, and then you got Unicron. It was a bunch of shit happening at one time, and they come together. It was like Marvel's Infinity War if they put what you call the one with Spider-Man, Captain America with Spider. If they put all those movies together, this would have been that one. But it was good. It wasn't too long. It wasn't too short. They got straight to the fucking part. I'm just
did they?
Yes.
It's I just couldn't tell where did it sit. It didn't really hit me till after the fact. I was like, wait, this is not Michael Bay's movie. It's right. This is a new era. This is a new producer.
I put up a tweet that said, I wrote all likes for this movie. The only dislike was the name of the movie, and that was only because I was thinking like the beasts were gonna be, you know, like something like an Age of Extinction, like, you know, Optimus had went to a certain part and then he found like those dinosaurs. Yeah, and then he was like, "I'm gonna dominate y'all ass, so y'all work for me now." So I don't know. I was kind of thinking it was gonna be something like that, but the beast was already there. They already came to Earth. Yeah. So
it's just the fact that, you know, this is. I've been waiting for the fucking Maximals for a minute, because if you ever watched the animated series, there's like a 3D type of where all the Autobots and Decepticons turn to fucking animals.
Yeah.
I was like, and it was dope. I was like, okay, this is different, because the fucking ape turned into a fucking
So they weren't their own race. It was just they had got there
or
and they started turning in.
I believe it was like something happened and they just all turned to fucking animals.
Oh no, my truck! And now
like
T-Rex.
they were just all animals. I forgot what it was, a long time ago, but everybody became animals.
Okay. Well, yeah. Now I was just saying that the title is maybe misleading, and that's me trying to stretch shit. You know.
No, the beast is rising.
I mean, yeah, unless you. Because it says beast. Unicron is a beast. So
he's a whole planet.
Rise of the Beast again.
I think it was playing on the Primals.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Again, I tried. Still can't stretch it.
Yeah. He's like, wait, that's all it's like. It's like, God, it stopped me.
I tried.
I like, even my dislike, I was like, yeah, you know, I just didn't know the order. I didn't know like this is this like part of the new series, or
yeah, that wasn't very like clear at the like promotion for this movie or anything. It's like, this ain't Michael Bay, this ain't Joe Bay, somebody else.
It's like when Bumblebee got offed,
but
and I was like, oh, this is when he lost his voice. This is how he lost his voice. And I was like, wait, no, that's not.
He been had that shit. I was surprised it didn't make it to my dislikes, because I was telling Bree, like, bruh, if they don't give this nigga a voice by the end of the damn movie, I'm gonna be. But again, whole new reboot, everything. You know, I kind of thought you would dislike that Bumblebee was taken out of the majority of the movie, but.
Nah, because he came back.
Yeah, I thought it worked perfectly. I just think like
you made Prime mad. I was like, oh, okay,
because I was like, it would have been so much doper if it was Optimus at first, but as the story progressed, like it totally made sense. Yeah. I mean, how many times have they killed Bumblebee? Like. He always getting fucked up. Exactly.
Yeah,
Optimus too.
Optimus got killed in the first one. And
they had to bring him back with the whole auto spark. Like that was gonna be my dislike. It's like, oh fuck, Bumblebee always. You know, like why? At first I thought it was gonna be like one of the lesser characters. Like, you know, like we don't really give a fuck about the motorcycle lady. You know? Honestly,
it wouldn't have hit though.
Right, exactly. But they wouldn't have felt the way like they did, and then to bring in
Mirage, because Mirage is the main character.
To bring in Noah with his like, you know, you got to learn some leadership, you got to learn how to be part of a team, and then Optimus, like, you know, he's like, I don't fuck with, you know, I ain't fucking with humans because you know they not part of the team, and like, well, we gotta work together, nigga, and like. I was like, oh, this totally made sense. Yeah. So I guess we could say that we're just gonna switch to the likes, because there's nothing.
Yeah. We tried.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I tried.
Sorry.
So first off the gate, the beginning of the movie, the Maximals is out there like, hey, this nigga Scourge coming. I don't know what we gonna do. And then I'm guessing, so there was the Prime that stayed behind the fight Scourge. I'm guessing he just like gave up his Optimus.
He gave up his
optimism. Yeah, gave up his leadership. All right, you gonna be the new Prime, okay? Cool. I'm gonna stay here.
Even happened to fucking Optimus. So
So I was like, okay, I guess that's just a reoccurring, you know, thing with all of the, no matter what, you know,
All
kind
the
they
primes
are.
got a fucking prime.
Yeah. I think it's just like because he was saying like, yeah, I was named after you, you know, because you were Cybertron's like biggest like warrior, you know what I'm saying? So I guess that's the thing that they do. Like, all right, if you that nigga, your name Prom.
That's why I felt like how fucking.
That was cool.
That's how I felt this is a prequel, because even Optimus Prime wasn't really.
He didn't know.
Really he wasn't the Prime that like the nigga. He wasn't that nigga that was fucking up Megatron. Like he was like regular.
I understand, but when it might be.
At some point, I thought Megatron was gonna come in here and be like, "Oh, I gotta help these niggas because we ain't gonna have no planet to take over." But no, they saved all of that. Like, it's shit. Unicron could go get Megatron.
Like, what time is this? Because if it's a continuation, Megatron is dead.
And they had kept. It sounds like they still have been there for a while. So I'm guessing they have some adventures, but maybe not. Like you said, maybe not Megatron and stuff.
They didn't even mention Decepticons at all. It was
the Terracons. Nigga, Scourge was on they ass. First time
nigga has Unicron power.
Yes, the first time they fought, I was like, Optimus, like hit him once or something. Scourge's like, man, if you don't get this weak shit out of here. And then, one of my favorite parts after he beat up Optimus is like, I love to see the shock in their face when you see you getting your ass beat by a higher being. I was like, oh my God. And then this nigga go talk shit to you and just walk away.
This nigga was Thanos.
Right. Yeah. Literally. And Primals coming in. I definitely like the Primals. The Cheetah one was one of my favorites, but I feel like you can't go wrong with an 8 Transformer.
I mean, Optimus Primal origin. They showed his whole origin story, and it was quick with it. Off the rip, was like, hey, yeah, this is how Optimus Primal became the fucking leader. They was running.
Yeah.
It was like his planet got destroyed, and they had to fucking go to Earth. It was like, oh, okay, I'm not mad at that. It's like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah. I also like him.
I'll sit back and help, and you get this, and you run.
Right. I'm also liking the dynamic, the part like with. Okay, so Noah's like, hey, look. If we get this spark, we gonna destroy this motherfucker because they obviously can't beat bro. And if he get both,
beat their ass.
Yeah, if he get both, that's it for us. So I'm gonna destroy it. And then you get the moment where he about to destroy it. Optimus like, look. I know you try to save your people, but it's an easier way we could do this. We could work together. Not like, you know, he couldn't have just, you know, like shot bro, you know, or nothing off of it. But like, you know, I like the dynamic between him and Optimus, especially when
they both learned how to become better leaders.
Yeah. When the girl was saying like, God, you just like this nigga. He's like, just like who? Just like Optimus. Both of y'all trying to do something, but y'all being selfish about it and won't work together. And I was like, all right. And then, you know, Sonic and Tails, I was like, oh, it's pulling my heartstrings a little bit. So, okay, his little brother's sick. He can't afford to help his mom. You know, he got to go get a job. And
out in Brooklyn, New York.
At first, I was just like, you know, like a black person could have, like, you know, been good for this role, but I was cool with it. I thought that the Hispanic guy worked. Yeah, it
fit.
We're so alike. You know, we so alike. And yeah, you got Toby being the best. I don't want to
best friend.
Can I call him the best friend?
He kind of was his friend. Like,
don't tell me you still mad about me, you know, leaving you that day. I thought you knew.
I was, you know, I thought you did.
I thought you knew about the give and go. That shit had me weak. And he made most of the soundtrack. Did he? Like, I heard. Yeah, I was like, oh, they's like, look, we won't give you the main role, but we'll have you a great supporting role, and you can make the soundtrack shit. Yeah, I'll take it.
He did a good ass job for acting to be.
And he could stay in the next one. So it's just like, good.
He did a real good job.
So shouts out to him. But yeah, this totally worked. I didn't think about the similarities of the lives we live, you know, with Hispanic people, but Hispanic best friend. So I can't really say that, but this, it really brought it out. Like, oh damn, like, you know, we be going through the same shit. Yeah, for real.
That's why I didn't say nigga.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. After I saw this, I was just like,
same place.
Yeah. You know what I also love when he's about to go for the job interview, his mom is like, hey, make sure you laugh at all the white people jokes because white people love that shit. They're like, Mom. She's like, I'm just saying. I'm like, yeah.
And hard for him to get a job. He was like, you nigga he was like, yo, you was ex-military? Yeah, I'm looking at your resume, dog. You just like, yo, I'm just doing security. Like, it's a security job. You need security,
right?
Nah, you ain't got no teamwork.
He said,
military.
All I did was
your brother was sick. Nah, you good, fam. Right.
Which is all fucked up. It was just like, okay, I see. We also got to actually see, like, you know, I don't know if I had started the recording before then, but we was talking about like seeing more of Omnicron. But at least we got to see him consume a planet, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it was like we got to see like, holy shit. Yeah, in the maximal zone shit too. So it was like, okay, you know, at least we're seeing this. We got to see Omnicron like talk to Scourge a couple of times. And one of my favorite parts is where Scourge come back with half the key and Omnicron like, nigga, what did I?
It's only half.
It's only half of it. I will tear this dark energy from your motherfucking circuits right now.
I ain't never seen that get fucked up from a distance.
Say, I didn't even know that Omnicron had telekinesis. Just like,
I mean, I guess because he has his power, he can just talk to him at any moment. Just meditate. He's like, I'm gonna fuck you up from the inside, bitch. And pull out your spark, bro.
And even like Scourge's people, they were sitting in the back like,
while he's just floating, he just
Yeah, then come to find out that they only working with him because he ended up eating they planet. I'm just like, wait, so you gonna go help the nigga that ate your planet, fam? Like,
I mean, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
It wasn't. Hey, I could have just ate y'all too.
It wasn't like he just go to Optimus like, hey, look, if I don't get these keys, he gonna kill all of us. He already ate my planet, you know.
I like the dynamic that usually it's like the past ones, it was like a mechanic, or a guy buying a car. Now it's a fucking ex-military guy that plays perfectly at the end, and a thief.
He was trying to steal the car, which is hilarious.
And then
Mirage is like, no, stop. No, you can't get in here. Yeah. And Mirage
was like, yay, man, you're supposed to be discreet. He was like, I was. He broke into me.
Yeah. I think Mirage is really good. Shout out to Pete, man. Shout out to Pete.
I didn't realize. It didn't hit me until I was like, saw him like in the studio recording, and I was like, oh shit, he did a good ass fucking job.
Yeah. And
annoying as hell.
Set it up to, keep being in the franchise, really. I thought, like, after he gave him the suit or whatever, I was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm not mad. That's a good way to, get somebody out the franchise, after one movie. But we see him come back at the end. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, so that means this is going to be your Avatar Transformer thing. And keep doing that. Cool. So,
well, I don't know, because when the end credit hit, I was like, oh!
I think that's going to be even better. Pete definitely going to sign up for that one. Shit.
Well, there's been collabs on them two before in the older shows.
Cartoon, yeah.
Yeah. So they've played with it before. So I'm guessing somebody threw a bag at Hasbro. It's like, hey, bro,
it's gonna be
let's collab.
Which G.I. Joe though? Because they cannot go. Wasn't the last one? Didn't The Rock die the first 10 minutes or something?
I knew.
I was just like, damn.
I think so.
yeah.
Retaliation, I think.
Yes, or there was one. I don't know. That's the last one I
Retaliation was the one
remember.
with everybody, and then you had Bruce Willis.
All right, so I'm like, yeah, well, they can't have The Rock unless they gonna go back to like a prequel or something like that.
They can reboot it.
Which
I don't care.
that would make sense if they go back.
I mean, they would need to, honestly.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. But yeah, well, fuck it. Let's just say it. I said spoilers ahead. The fucking goddamn post credit is the G.I. Joe coming to them. At first, I was getting a little Megatron vibes because I was like, he's like, yeah, like, you know, and I know you spent a lot of time in Peru. And he's like, wait,
you know
I didn't say where I was at. Say, yeah, and you was with Elena and your big friends, right? And I was like, oh, fuck, we about to get the Megatron reveal. And then he kept talking and talking, and I was like, this sounds familiar or something. And literally, I was telling Bree, like, I know they not about to, and then that's when he flipped the car. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, my God. I was not expecting that shit.
The theater went nuts. Yeah. I was like, oh! G.I. Joe, let's go.
I just thought like this was like some government agency. I thought the fucking Avengers was about to recruit him at some point.
Apparently, they did shoot 2 scenes for that.
Okay.
And Noah was just surprised as everyone else because he didn't know that plan was going to go through. Because originally it was just going to make Sector 6, which is the sector in the regular Transformers movies that just be trying to hunt them. Mm-hmm. But it's like, oh no, we made a deal with G.I. Joe. People that make G.I. Joe.
Let's do the G.I. Joe thing.
So they threw a bag of Hasbro. It's like, all right, bro, come on.
Yeah. Big in that. If we get, you know, the Hasbro universe, you know, to start back up, I'm cool with that.
I wouldn't be mad at the G.I. Joe Transformer collab.
And I think Mario and everything, I think, has opened the floodgates for all these companies. But fuck it, we just need to make these movies about these shits. Let's get them done.
Making money.
That's the way.
Yeah, Mirage is dope.
Mirage is dope. I like when he was like, was like, bro, you got to do something when they running away from the cops. He was able to transform and turn Noah in 360 while he's still in the. I was like, yo, okay, now y'all niggas just showing off. Now you just showing off.
Now when he did the fucking Mirage. And then he had the other guy, he just like,
oh, and there was another copy of Noah. Yeah. That was fucking cold.
Get me arrested.
That was fucking cold. Yes. And when he went on the little ramp thing, and then the police car went sideways, and it looked like it was about to hit them, and a truck just like, oh, we just killing police. Like, okay.
Right, like the dynamic and friendship with Noah and Mirage is funny as hell.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you know, this is my work friends. Like, work friends, you've been inside me.
And remember when he was giving the shooter back, and he was like, "Here, no, you can keep it. Just don't ask what part of my body that came from." He was like, "Nigga, trying to say this show dick."
Auto nuts.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta download it. Jamal said
that shootout shit. Yeah, but yeah, I like that dynamic, especially like when he first takes him to meet the Autobots. And he's like, "Pound it." He's like, "Come on, we just did a whole chase. I thought we was bored." So he's like, "Come on, you just got to tap it." Noah pulls out the little bar or whatever. He's like, "Oh, that's how you go play it." He pulls out his fucking blaster. You still want to do that?
I don't think you put that shit down.
Yeah.
This is probably the funniest dynamic, honestly, out of. Bro, when the van starts speaking Spanish, and he's like, "Hey, Holmes, hey. Yeah, you know, shit, where you from?
I just didn't want to say you spoke Spanish because you sound like it." He's like, "That's a little racist." He said, "How can I be racist to a Transformer?"
He's like, "It's not racist, right?" And I was mistaken, man. Like,
yeah.
No, it's pretty fucking racist.
That was good.
Yup, flop, nigga.
Hey, Papi.
the Maximals, going back to them, when they first like get to the battlefield to like stop the upload or whatever, can we call it that? You know, and then they have actual battle forms too. I was like,
Yeah, they
oh
That's all
no,
they for.
that shit was cold. The dude with the, I don't even know, the staff or whatever.
Rhino.
Yeah, the Rhino was cold.
Rhino was like, you want pick on somebody your own size. You want strength? Come here. And
Primal.
they said,
Yeah.
fuck you.
The Optimus Prime, you know, double collab, and then they beat that one dude. That nigga just started smashing his face. He said, "I had him, Primal." That nigga looked at him like, "Nigga, let's go save the world. Come on." I was like, "Oh,
man.
oh, I love this."
When they first met each other, I was like, yeah, yo, what the, hey,
Nigga
what's
staring
going on?
down, and I ain't gonna say it again, man. Primal was like, "Man, you got me fucked up. Yeah, y'all got me fucked up."
Nigga Cheetah was on top of Mirage. It's like, oh, shit. Oh.
Also, I thought was really cool was the Scourge when he shot Ariza with the dark energy. Is that what he shot her with? And she was like, because the lady kept saying like, "You gonna be all right?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm straight. I should be fine," you know. And then she wakes up like, "No, I can't hold him no more."
Anything he touches becomes dark. It was like, well, she's fucked.
Yup. And then watching Primal chase her down like with Elaine, I was like, "Oh, this nigga's on their ass."
Nigga's cold.
He stopped Optimus from shooting her down, but goes and bear hugs her to death. Like,
Bruh.
you know,
That nigga said, by any means, he said,
any means possible. Just do it.
like, damn.
Oh yeah, damn.
Go sleep.
Yeah, but without her, I don't think they would have got as far as they would have, because she really did save the day a bunch of times.
I mean, she saved the Autobots getting their ass whooped the first time.
Well,
Completely.
She saved them from not being killed right then and there.
I mean, they
Just
still
like,
ass beat, but
that
he
nigga
stopped.
Scourge was literally like, about to add another prime to my collection, boy. And then, fuck. All right, never mind. Let's go out. We good.
We already got the fucking piece. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's go ahead. Cause, yeah. And the Terracons are really dope. I thought the one that could fly, she was really dope when she picked up Mirage. He's like, put me down. It just slips his shit. The other one, he's kind of like he was the tow truck one, which at first I was just like, who wants to be a tow truck? But
That nigga was strong.
that nigga capable as hell. Which when they're on that hill part and they shoot the missile and she like, turn real quick, and it's just like,
And shot through the fucking
I was like,
open door.
Okay, that was cool. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like the fucking nigga thought he was good till the Rhino transformed. And it was like, oh,
He just tried to
hey,
help him.
You want smoke?
Yeah.
All right,
Bet.
come on.
Bet. And they gave it to him.
That nigga beat the dog shit out of him.
I kind of saw the Mirage thing coming, but I love the way that they played it off. It's just like, hey, I'm gonna go distract him. He's like, bro, what do you mean? You can't take Scourge. He's like, man, I'm Mirage. You know what I do. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that brother is gonna die.
But
And he
he
sacrificed,
became
but
part of
didn't
Noah. I was like,
sacrifice. Yeah. Which is
that's
also
cool. I've never
they've
seen
also done that in another show. I was
not
looking
no
at it.
Transformers movie.
Not no movie, but it was like an older show. I saw that. They was like, oh, they brought back the concept of that. So
It was
that's
like
dope.
with the minicons and shit, but not with the actual fucking like Transformers. I was like, oh shit, hold on.
That was dope. Yeah.
That was hella dope. And I was like, that is so Noah is in for the long run.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that the only reason that the G.I. Joe won him? Because he got the suit.
I mean, technically,
without the suit, he's not really.
but technically he lost the suit because he rebuilt Mirage.
Well, you know, I don't think they're gonna get rid of it totally. You know, they probably have.
I think he probably do that again, but
Yeah, have something set to the side or something.
yeah.
G.I. Joe. Oh well, Now think about the G.I. Joe. They have suits
Shit like that.
Yeah. So
he could
either way, yeah, it's gonna be lit. Either way.
That's why I said the setup was great. I was like, oh, so yeah, he could be G.I. Joe. That's no different than what the fuck they was doing.
And I hear there's like there's Easter eggs for the stuff that like when they show the G.I. Joe thing, there's like Easter eggs in that little part where he's going down at where he's like, all right, just give me a call, and then it's like jets and stuff in the back, but I didn't watch it yet, so I don't know what it is. I hear it is. Remember when they're on the train and he's telling Chris, all right, what are the rules? Bros before hoes. He's like, not that. What the you go looking for trouble, you're gonna find trouble. I was just
yeah.
Okay, I see what's going on. Love they dynamic, and then when the brother is like, well shit, you about to go save the world, I'm going with you. And Mirage is like, hey, that's a tough kid. He's like, no, you can't go. He's like, all right, Mirage, you take care of my brother.
It's me and you.
Nigga. Like he can actually harm this Autobot or something, even though
and
he didn't scratch his paint.
Put the speaker. It was like, hey, take this walkie-talkie, nigga, so I can talk to my brother.
And that was dope. He's like, you been talking to Chris? He's like, yeah. Don't say no names on the airway. And that came back to the G.I. Joe thing.
He's like, he was right. Don't say your name. That man said, yeah, Sonic is, hey, yeah, whoa. What the fuck?
So we say Sonic. Yeah.
Nah, I'm talking about when Mirage called him Sonic. He said,
oh yeah, he said, how the fuck you know that? He said, oh, Tails, he told me. Yeah.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, the return of Bumblebee.
It might cause I think that's gonna, for number 2, that nigga's gonna be corrupt.
Corrupt Bumblebee because of the way that he came back.
Yes. I saw something and it made so much fucking sense for the next film.
I mean,
because originally it was like, oh yeah, this Earth, this area is full of energon. And was like, at first it was like, yeah, dog, it ain't enough. Like, this not enough.
Yeah, it said that they needed something to ignite it.
And the fact that Unicron coming, which is full of dark energy.
And he was dropping the shits, which also, was full of dark energy. So I'm guessing, I'm thinking it's going to be something that, like, dark energon that powered him up, and it's going to corrupt him at the end. Or the second one is like, oh yeah, remember that fucking energon that powered you up? That was dark energon. And he's going to, like, there's a show a few years back, maybe 2020, during COVID when they did, and this nigga Megatron needed dark energon to survive and shit, and he just had to keep using it, or it's gonna fuck him up. Like, he's gonna become like a fucking zombie. Right. Okay.
So yeah, they might play on that.
I didn't get that feeling at the end, but I think the G.I. Joe reveal kind of thing, it kind of like left you that like that's all you was thinking about. But now that you say that, I'm like, I mean, like, I would not be opposed to that. I think that would be a good movie, but I just don't see how Bumblebee would be
fucking Unicron. Hey, you remember
like
that?
A menace,
Fucking, it's like Unicron. He has Unicron's power. He's just So Bumblebee.
Well, I'm gonna give myself a voice in this bitch since y'all don't. It's gotta be black. It's gotta be like Samuel L. Jackson or something. That's what I would love. I'll take it. I'm sick of these motherfucking Transformers on this motherfucking planet. Oh, I would take it. I would take it. Fuck it.
Oh my god. He might be busy. Motherfucking Secret Invasion's coming out.
Yeah. And then Optimus, I do love that after Bumblebee died, every time they was like making a plan to like do something, like, yeah, we gonna roll up in that motherfucker and I'm gonna take Scourge's head, and everybody like, let's save the planet first.
He said, fuck that.
No.
Nigga took out my right hand man. I need him. I
need it. Yeah.
That motherfucker saw him on the road. It's like, hey, Scourge, what's up? He said, "How you forget? How you forget, bitch?"
Not the Debo. This is the rematch. You think I'm gonna let you beat up on my big brother like that again?
That nigga.
Yes. That part is good. There's like rolling down the hill. You see Optimus just still off on that nigga. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
Hey.
man. I ain't gonna lie, I teared up a little bit before Bumblebee came back.
It was like the return of the Mac.
Nigga said, "Don't call it comeback." The minute he
Yeah.
did, it was like, oh, not the fucking LL.
Yeah, even though we all knew that he's gonna come back at the end,
Yeah.
but like they still did it justice.
It's just like that. He's like,
It
"Oh,
was-
help my niggas out." Yeah, come on.
Kills
Drop me.
the flying
Drop me.
one thing because her partner is shooting. He like, oh no, you go right there. do. And then he's like, okay, bet. I'm like, okay, that nigga going in. Oh.
Because Bumblebee's always been Optimus' fucking right hand man. He's like the ultimate like soldier for fucking.
And he's capable. Yeah, he's capable.
So
he has
when
saved the
he pulls
world
up,
a couple of times.
Yeah, he's the one that if it's not Optimus,
It's
because
gonna be Pete.
I think it was Dark in the Moon
Uh-huh.
when Optimus came back. It was Bumblebee that fucked him up. It was like, yeah, okay, so I need to knock you back to your senses. All right, come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, like, this is not the first. Like, Bumblebee always been that guy
Mm-hmm.
in all films.
And he came back. He did good. It wasn't even the one to land the finishing blow. Like the Optimus finishing blow, I thought was really cool. He stuck his blade in his mouth. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, both of them kind of
Optimus wasn't playing.
Yeah, both of them kind of wanted to smoke with Scourge.
Mm-hmm. And for the sacrifice, I just thought that like, all right, like obviously everybody was cool with it. Hey y'all,
Yeah.
I would just sacrifice myself, say the explosion, like everybody's like, oh yeah,
Noah, please.
do what you got to do. Noah said, no.
No, fuck that. I got powers too. And then you see Optimus Primal and it's like, nah, you ain't going out like that. Nah, fam. Get your ass on.
They put Lilo and Stitch, the Ohana means family. And nobody gets left behind. It's like, oh.
That shit was funny as hell.
Oh.
When them niggas was hauling that, it's like, all right, come on, let's go. We put Noah on the fucking roof.
Oh yeah, that was fucking dope.
Hit the jets.
Let's go. Optimus ass almost ain't making out that whole shit.
And goddamn Primal was fucking.
He said, this wasn't shit for him. Get that shit out of my way. Get that shit
The way he
out of my way.
chased goddamn his friend. And it's
Yeah,
like, oh, you chasing the motherfucker that's flying and caught up to him. It's like, fuck
All
a
right.
man.
Take her out. Yeah, so damn. I didn't notice how good of a movie this was till we did this, but
Yeah, this was better. Like, honestly, there's haven't really been a bad Transformers movie.
Yeah.
You know what you're gonna get.
I would just say that the last couple ones, they're just a little like predictable and repetitive. But this, like I said, feels like all of those movies put into one in less than 2 hours.
The last night was kind of dope because you never seen a fucking Optimus. Literally at the one before last night, he literally went into. He was like, "Yeah, I'm about to meet the fucking creators."
Yeah,
And them niggas, you didn't think the niggas was gonna turn them dark. I was like, "Oh."
And you got to see, to see the people who created Optimus and then have to fight them too at the end. That was crazy.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, yeah, dog, you are the last night. I was like, oh,
Ew.
that makes sense now.
Mhm.
Gave the nigga the sword and everything. It's like, oh. So I wasn't it hasn't really been a bad Transformers movies in my opinion.
Fair. Yeah, just something better than
Predictable,
others.
yeah, but it's never been bad. I never left the movie there to not like hype.
Yeah, not for real. Let's rate this thing.
Goddamn.
Fuck. Like I said, I didn't realize how good this movie was till we just started reviewing this.
Yeah.
And for that, I'll give it to you. Fuck it. I'll give it a 10. I couldn't even write it. I couldn't even write a dislike for it. It just
Let's go.
and like I said, I'm thinking about all the previous ones, and like I said, there hasn't been a like terrible Transformers movie, and this one was like all the good parts of all of them put into one. So,
and they
give it to you.
Like I still don't know if there's a reboot or a continuation, but still 10.
Pre-boot. Let's like, call it that. Pre-boot.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, you're in the 1985, but okay, all right, cool, that works.
And it kind of appeals to us a little bit better because
New York.
struggle.
I was like, they was like even the fucking score, like the music was all New York. I was like, oh shit, they really stuck with the New York style of everything. Like,
sorry,
even
Michael Bay.
New York fucking Pete Davidson's from New York.
Like, I didn't know that. Okay,
they even had he even had a New York accent.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I was like, oh shit, they really stuck with New York, and the Puerto Ricans in New York are just like that. So
I think they was in the movie theater like, get it sturdy.
Top cheese.
With top cheese in the movie theater.
I'm sorry, New York.
Shit,
I'm sorry, New York.
That's good. Okay, so you are dropping the 10 too. Yes, that's what you're saying. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I will just say, just because. So even starting from the main character, right? We don't have the traditional white guy that, like you said, is like the mechanic or for whatever reason. It was like, it was like, I need to support my family, which happens in a lot of black movies, black Hispanic movies.
I gotta get that from
the one day he chose like, fuck it, like, if I gotta get grimy, I gotta get grimy to get this to support them. And then
former military.
Yeah, former military, and the whole dynamic of like, hey, like you gotta learn how to be a leader before you can like do this shit. And from the beginning to the end, like, yeah, I think it was great.
How the fuck you learn how to be a leader, be a security guard?
And now you like part owner of the Autobots and shit, part leader. Yeah.
Like now you with G.I. Joe.
Now you with the G.I. Joe.
You're like, I see you learn how to lead.
Like, oh yeah, we've been keeping tabs on you. We was just waiting for that little thing to clear up. Yeah. So you good. Here's all your benefits. I was like, damn.
Nigga said every your brother is covered. He's like,
said the people
with the Will Smith cry.
Yeah. He said they ain't gonna ask you about no bills, none of that shit, and you get the highest technology too. I'm like,
at that point, I was like, who is these niggas?
Nigga, I'm gonna go sign up for them niggas. What was the number on that card again?
Y'all still hiring?
For real. So yeah, good job, man. I think this did really nice. I hope that the box office converts too, but I think people
this be out fucking
yeah, it's almost up there, or is it? It's up there.
It beat out Spider-Man.
Yeah.
First week.
Damn. I saw that like it was almost up there, but I know it beat it.
Yeah, I believe it beat out Spider-Man.
Yeah. Good job.
Well, you guys, thanks for watching another episode of the Zay J Show. Like, comment, that little button below the video. Smash that subscribe button for us, please, because that's how we get better, how we can improve and see how, see where we at in life.
Hit the site for merch too.
Also, link in the bio. Yes. Link in the description also.
All that.
So let us know what you think. If it ain't in 10, you let us know. Because
please.
I ain't never seen a bad Transformers movie. But whatever you got going on in life, always remember to change your motherfucking draws. And we out.
Amen.